Hey you, my name is Thomas Tomscar Ridgewell.
I'm Elliot Goff.
And I'm Eddie Bowley. And this is how to play our chaotic card game, Muffin Time. There it is. To win Muffin Time, all you have to do is start your turn with 10 cards in your hand. Simple, right? Well, you'll see. To begin, 2 to 8 players sit around a table and are dealt 3 cards each at random. Then the deck is placed face down in the middle. This is now the deck pile. But before we start playing, let's explain the cards you'll all be holding. There are 3 types of cards in Muffin Time. Action cards, trap cards, and counter cards. Action cards, the blue ones, make stuff happen. You play them during your turn and watch the chaos unfold. Some will allow you to draw cards. Steal cards. Trigger a minigame. Or change the rules of the game in some way. Trap cards, the red ones, punish, trick, or surprise other players for doing certain things during the game, such as real-world actions or playing particular cards. You place them face down in front of you at the start of your turn and wait for someone to activate them. Counter cards, the green ones, are your primary means of defense against other players, and you can play them whenever you need to. Some will defer its effect onto another player. Some counters will stop the current player's card. And some will turn the effects back onto whoever played it. Every single card has its own unique conditions and effects, so be sure to read what they do and know when to play them. Now, let's get into the game. The person who suggested playing Muffin Time gets to go first. Why? Well, because they're probably a control freak and this will make them happy. On your turn, you have 2 decisions to make. First, you can decide whether or not to place a trap card face down in front of you. You don't have to, just if you have one and if you want to. You can place 1 trap per turn and have a maximum of 3 in front of you at any given time. If you already have 3 placed in front of you and want to add another, just choose one to discard and replace it. Now, whether you've placed a trap card or not, you can choose to either play an action card or draw a new card from the deck. If you play an action card, read out what it says so everyone can hear and follow through with its effect. Unless, of course, another player stops you with an appropriate counter card. After that, your turn is over and you move on to the player next to you. Are you playing clockwise or counterclockwise? You decide. I don't care. Oh, once a card is played, activated, or discarded, it goes face up into a discard pile beside the deck. If during the game you run out of cards in the deck pile, just shuffle and flip the discard pile and the deck is reborn. Now, while the other players take their turns, pay close attention to see if anyone activates one of your trap cards or plays a card you'd like to counter. If they do, cut them off and make it all about you. Once that's resolved, the game continues from where it left off. As soon as you or another player has exactly 10 cards in their hand, not over, not under, and not including any placed trap cards, they must say, "It's Muffin Time," to let the other players know they're about to win. However, if no one is able to change the number of cards in their hand before the start of their next turn, the game is over and they will have achieved sweet victory. And that's how to play our unpredictable, chaotic card collecting game, Muffin Time. Muffin Time. Eat it.